Hey everyone, finished watching the next episode of Jungle Fury, Path of the Righteous. Casey is setting up jungle karma in the morning. Dominic can tell something's bothering him. He and Casey talk a little. Casey asks him about Jared. They knew each other at the academy. Dominic said Jared just couldn't fit in, but he didn't seem like a bad guy. At Daishi's temple, Camille attacks Snapper and demands to know why he and Scorch tried to kill her. Snapper reveals that he and Scorch think she's too close to Jared instead of Daishi. Camille insists she loves Daishi, but there's doubt in her voice. Casey is running through the forest. He's going to save Jared himself. It doesn't matter what Theo and Lily say. Master Mao appears and warns Casey that he's going astray of his path. Jared can't be saved. Casey insists he's wrong. Master Mao then drops a really weird new thing in. Casey is only trying to save Jared because he feels guilty because he's responsible for Jared becoming Daishi. What? Where the fuck did this come from? Jared is responsible for his own choices. He's the one who pushed Casey. He's the one that confronted and attacked Mao. Mao's the one who chose Casey over Jared, and he's also the one who decided to bring out the precariously locked box containing Daishi and thought that was a good idea. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Casey is about as passive as he could have possibly been in that situation. His fight with Jared was purely self-defense. What's even more frustrating about this is Casey just goes along with what Mao says. Casey literally walks through Mao. Mao angrily yells to him, "Are you trying to save Jared or redeem yourself?" Casey ignores him and continues on. Now, here is a scene that could almost work. We cut back to Mao watching Casey leave. I'll talk about it in the analysis part. Casey walks into Daishi's temple, fighting through Rinchi in badass slow-mo. Casey confronts Daishi and tries to get through to Jared. Fran alerts the Rangers that Casey is at Daishi's temple and shows them footage from the monitors. They're about to go help, but RJ stops them. This is Casey's destiny. Casey and Daishi transform. Daishi isn't in his Phantom Beast form. Could it be Jared breaking through? Casey and Daishi battle through the temple. Eventually, Casey beats Daishi. Daishi insists he's in control and tries to strike Casey, but Jared takes control and forces Daishi out of his body. Daishi tries to kill Jared, but Camille steps into his path. Daishi forces them both away, but Casey joins and weakens Daishi. Daishi calls to his generals. Casey leads Jared and Camille out of the temple. The other Rangers finally join them. All together, they face down Snapper and Scorch. They defeat the generals, but Daishi revives Scorch. Screw you, Snapper, I guess. The Rangers summon all the Zords they have. Even Jared's Lion Spirit becomes a Zord and helps. They defeat Scorch again. Casey looks to his arm, and his Master Stripes appear. Jared and Camille leave. They don't feel right taking part in the Rangers' celebration. Daishi assembles all the Rinchi left, and it's revealed Scorch is still alive! Oh, yippee. This episode is pretty epic and impressive at times, though it still suffers a lot of issues previous episodes have. Contrivance. I mean, a lot of Power Rangers relies on contrivance, but Jungle Fury just is not good at hiding it. Why were the Rangers so opposed to even trying to get through to Jared? Well, it's so Casey can go to the temple by himself. Why didn't Casey earn his stripes before? Well, it was to get them here, so it looks like a bigger accomplishment. Master Mao's scene here is just bizarre. How did the writers forget their own story? How ironic is it the Scab writers seem to know the show better than the actual writers? Maybe the couple new writers that came on next season in RPM were the Scab writers here. Master Mao just makes up a weird new version of what happened, trying to make it so Casey is at fault for Jared becoming Daishi. I'm honestly flabbergasted at how far off this is. There is one thing that could have salvaged the scene. It'd still be weird that Casey just accepts everything Mao says, but it would at least partially help. When Casey leaves Mao, the camera cuts back. We should have seen Mao give a knowing smile. This would imply he's not actively trying to stop Casey, but instead guide him forward. As it is, it's a bizarre scene that makes no sense from any angle, topped with a final shot of Mao with no expression of any kind, removing any chance of implication of anything. Casey fighting through the temple is a legitimately cool scene, as well as the ensuing fight with Daishi. Jared splitting from Daishi was a satisfying payoff to their connection. I wish Jared's inner thoughts could have been explored more. Now that Camille is seemingly on the good guy's side, will she free Flit? Snapper is finally dead. He's another character, kind of like Jellica. I did not expect to last this long. Scorch is alive, for reasons. Maybe there's Japanese footage of him to use, but shockingly, Jungle Fury has strongly held off on Japanese footage for some reason. Nearly every fight scene is reshot in New Zealand, despite there being tons of usable scenes from Geki Ranger. I'm surprised we didn't get a Sentai footage dump show like Dino Thunder's In Your Dreams. So, Jungle Fury has finally come to an end. Good. I'm looking forward to leaving this season behind. Only one to go. Maybe it'll go out on a high note. That's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
When you chose to defy Master Mao and believe in your own convictions, your path to masterhood became your destiny.
How did you know about the parts you weren't there for?